What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Some major news that came out today during the This Week at Bungie surrounding the newest season to come out on June 4th, Season of Opulence. Now, the biggest news that came from that is, unlike previous seasons, the new raid, Crown of Sorrow, is going to launch on day one. So it's going to be available on June 4th at 4 p.m. Pacific time. This is a major development and one that I'm super excited for because it's going to make for a really exciting, fast-paced day one raid, and there's going to be a race to world's first. I'm super excited for that. This video is going to focus on how to get ready if you want to raid day one and give yourself the best chances of leveling up quickly prior to the launch of Crown of Sorrow. If this video is helpful, I would always appreciate a like on the video. That does make a big difference. Even better, if you could subscribe, I would very much appreciate that, because I will be, for the first time, doing a raid launch stream. I've never done a raid launch stream. I've never done a content launch stream, so I'm really excited to do that, and I would love to see each and every single one of you there during that event, cheering myself on, cheering my fire team on, and hopefully allowing us to get everything we need to get this thing done during that first day. So let's jump right into it. What are some ways that you can prepare for Crown of Sorrows and give yourselves the best chances? The first encounter, it does have a recommended power of 715. Ordinarily, that wouldn't be too bad, but considering that the raid launches a mere 6 hours after the start of the new season, and you will have to really kind of work hard to get up close to that and give yourselves a good chance at clearing that and moving forward in the raid. So what are some ways that you can level up quickly? What are some ways that you can jump into Crown of Sorrows on day one? Well, there's really a few key areas. Some of them are more traditional, just play the game type deals. Others are a bit more of an RNG base. You also have some unique opportunities that are available just that week, and you have some unique things you can do from this season that you can maybe bring forward to give yourself a leg up. The one thing that I will say, and this is a big change here that is going to really make a big difference, and major credit to Sweat for being an advocate for this. If you're not familiar with this channel, go check it out. But the big thing that they're doing this time around is they're going to close off the Last Wish raid, and they're going to close off the Scourge of the Past raid. Normally, these would be some great ways of getting a lot of powerful drops and leveling up your character quickly, but because players have been stashing away keys, they're going to close these things out until a team beats Crown of Sorrow. So that's really going to help, I think, maybe level the playing field out just a bit and give a lot of teams chances at really giving a run for their money and giving the best chance they can to get worlds first. I really like that, but keep that in mind when it comes to a preparation strategy and getting ready for this raid. You can't utilize Last Wish, and you cannot utilize the Scourge of the Past. Those two things are off the table this time around. You need to level up other ways. So the first thing you might want to do, and this is available during that week, is do Shattered Throne. I know it's not available right now, but it will coincide with the launch of the new raid. So my recommendation is to do Shattered Throne first. The best case scenario would be if you have one of those rare 801 bounties. I don't have one on my character at this particular time, but the best case would be to have a rare bounty from 801, and you also might want to have the Wish Ender quest on that character at the very last step where you have to go into Shattered Throne. If you can do that, then you're going to be that much better off, because Shattered Throne is going to give you 3 powerful drops from all the encounters, plus the rare bounty, plus the Wish Ender. That's going to give you up to 5 powerful drops from doing the Shattered Throne here in the Dreaming City. That's going to give you a nice head start, and it's really going to give that character a good variety, RNG permitted, a good variety of gear. And my recommendation is to do Shattered Throne first. Once you get done Shattered Throne, then I would focus on doing your milestones. Now, this goes back to the old school, hey, just play the game type deal, but you want to be even more strategic this time around because time is of the essence. So for that reason, my advice would be to focus on doing your daily milestones first. It's a lot easier, a lot faster to get done 1 Crucible match versus 5 games of Crucible or 4 Gambit Prime matches. Those could very well take you a good hour or 2 for each of those, and you're only going to get 1 powerful drop from it. So my focus would be to knock out all the easy ones first, the quick ones first, and get all that powerful loot. Once you do that, then you can focus on some other easy, low-hanging fruit, namely things like the Ascended Challenge here in Dreaming City. You have Blind Well as well. That's going to give you a powerful drop from Tier 3 or Tier 4. So you can do all of these things here to get a nice amount of powerful gear for that first character. Once you have one character pretty well off, then you might want to switch to the character that you're going to focus on doing the raid with. And that might be important because you can transfer those weapons over and then knock out the Shattered Throne and knock out these easy low-hanging fruit milestones. You also have the more RNG-based things like your Prime Engrams. I don't have any on my character right now, but you will be able to get at least some Prime Engrams, hopefully leading up to the raid, and those traditionally are extra powerful drops. So those will give you a nice bang for your buck when you get those to drop, but they're RNG-based, and you really can't necessarily count on those being there when you need them, So aside from doing the milestones, aside from doing the Prime Engrams, getting those in, you also have some unique ways of getting some powerful loot, and I did allude to it just a bit when it comes to Wish Ender, but if you have an exotic quest, like for instance, I have the Thorn quest on this particular character on my Titan. I got Thorn done on my Hunter, but not on my Titan. This is a case here where it would benefit me to not do this right now. It would benefit me rather to get to the very last step for Thorn and save that for when the raid launches, or save that for when Season of Opulence launches. If I'm able to do that, that's going to give me a powerful drop, and it's going to be one that I can pinpoint of when I need it. So if my primary weapon, if my kinetic weapon is lacking behind, I can go ahead and finish off the Last Word or finish off Thorn, whatever the case may be. I can finish that off and know that's going to give me that weapon slot that I need at that particular time. So look at your characters and look at all the exotic quests that you may have not completed. Save those for when Opulence comes out, because those are going to be some very strategic level ups you can do, leveling up that you can do for that given weapon slot. I know most of those tend to be primary weapons, so you have Last Word, Chaperone, Thorn. You also now have the Outbreak perfected. That's going to be a nice way that you can easily jump into that, get that thing done. That's a nice powerful drop. That's going to be a kinetic weapon here on Earth with that mission. So these are all things you can do when it comes to leveling up, using exotics as a way of doing that, holding on to them right now, and being very tactful when that new season pass comes out. Aside from that, just along the same lines, you may have some pinnacle rewards that you completed on another character, but not on this particular character. So, for instance, for me, I do have the Loaded Question. I'm nearing the completion of that. I need roughly 500 more arc kills. This is a nice way for me to be very strategic about when I need to level up my energy weapon. If I can get this thing to right around 990, 995 arc kills, then I know that when Opulence comes out, I can easily jump into a strike and knock this thing out, get a powerful drop. I'll get Loaded Question, and that will be a nice way for me to level up my energy weapon when I need to do that. So part of it is being mindful about what you need, responding to RNG, and if the case arises where you're lacking behind in one area, one weapon, you can use an exotic quest or a pinnacle reward to bump yourself up right there. So we've covered milestones, we've covered random things like Prime Engram drops. We've also looked at more unique ways of getting power, and that is the exotics, the pinnacle rewards. Once you've done all those things, once you've cleared as many milestones as you can on your characters, you've transferred your weapons over, and you have the maximum light on the character you want to raid with, then you're more or less kind of left to some Hail Mary type things. Maybe you're lacking behind on your power weapon, and you have an abundance of gunsmith materials. Well, more than likely you're going to fall flat on your face when you're trying to do this, but if you throw a Hail Mary, maybe, just maybe, you will get a exotic to drop here from our favorite resident gunsmith. I know those are exceedingly rare, but when it comes to trying to get World's First Raid, you're willing to do whatever it takes. I would say turn in a bunch of these gunsmith materials right before you're ready to launch that Crown of Sorrows. But these are the things that I would focus on. Look for every chance you can. Try to maximize your efficiency as best you can, because this is going to be the first chance, I think, for a lot of players to really make a name for themselves and go for the glory when it comes to a World's First Raid. I love the fact that they're doing this. Let me know in the comments below if you agree. I personally cannot wait now. I was super excited for June 4th. Now I'm over the top. You guys can probably hear it in my voice. I just can't wait for that. I do hope I see every single one of you guys in the live stream here on YouTube, cheering myself on, cheering my fire team on. I really hope that my fire team can do well here, and I think with all your support, I know we can do it. So let me know if this is helpful. I can't wait to see you guys on June 4th, and let's jump in to the Crown of Sorrow raid together. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch up soon. See you guys.